Good day. In this video we're going to look at ratios. We're going to look at how we increase or decrease something in a certain ratio. It's part of the grade 8 and 9 and of course older syllabus. If you increase something in a certain ratio, you put the big over the small. If you decrease something, you put the small over the big. Easier to remember, if you increase big at the top, decrease small at the top. The first problem says increase 72 in the ratio of 3 to 5. First, you need to know that if you get a ratio of 3 to 5, you can write it as 3 over 5. But for this case, you're going to write it as 5 over 3. This is not actually properly asked, but you will get that in a question. Then you must just be able to handle it. If you increase something, you take the 72 times 5 over 3. Like we said, you put the big at the top. If you have the big at the top, this answer will become bigger, so you're going to increase the 72. If you're not allowed to use a calculator, you write it as fractions. Then you cross cancel. 3 goes in itself once, and 3 goes into 72 24 times. You might have to do a little long division question. Then you times the 24 with a 5, and the final answer is 120. So 72 will become 120 if you increase it in the ratio 3 to 5. The next question says, decrease 450 Rand in the ratio 9 to 8. So you write 450 Rand times 8 over 9. You are decreasing, so you put a small number at the top. Then if you're not allowed to use a calculator, you can write it as a common fraction multiplication. Then you cancel 9 goes in here once, and you divide 9 into 450, and you get 50. Then 50 times 8 is 400, and you just bring back your Rand. So 450 decreased in the ratio of 9 to 8 will give you 400 Rand. You can see this amount is smaller than this one, so it did decrease. If you made a mistake and wrote the 9 at the top and the 8 at the bottom, you would have seen that this answer would have been bigger than that one. Then you did not decrease, and you could just swap it around and do it again until you get the smaller number. Please stop the video and see if you understand the difference between these two sums. Let's do two more. They say here, decrease the petrol price in the ratio of 13 to 12. The price is now 11 Rand 57. What is the decreased price? You write 11 Rand 57, you times it by small over big. Because I don't like to work with decimals, you may. I change everything to cents and make it into a fraction. Then you can see 13 goes in here once, and it goes in there 89 times. You can do it with a long division sum if you want. Then you multiply 89 with 12, and you get 1,068 cents. And then we convert it back to rands, which is 10 Rand 68 cents. The last question should be easy for you now. It says, the price of 9 Rand 90 of a loaf of bread is increased in the ratio of 15 to 16. Calculate the increased price. You write 9 Rand 90 times big at the top. If you're not allowed to use a calculator, you change everything into fractions, and you change the 9 Rand 90 into 990 cents. Then you can cancel. 15 goes in here once, and 15 goes in there 66 times. 66 times 16 will give me 1,056 cents. Convert that back to rands because we don't want so many cents in an answer. So we write 10 Rand 56. If I take the price of 9 Rand 90 and I increase it in a ratio of 15 to 16, the new price will be 10 Rand 56. Please stop the video and get your brain around these two sums. Please indicate whether you liked or disliked this video and subscribe to the channel. If you run into any school mathematical problem that you can't handle, you can send a clear WhatsApp photo of your problem to this number. Then we will try and solve your problem and send back an answer to you as soon as possible for free.